Hello students and anyone else who may be watching from home. My name is Mr. Borges and today we're going to do our next lesson in TinkerCAD. This one's called Camera Controls and it's pretty straightforward. But I want to encourage you, to read through the steps and learn about how to control the camera with the mouse. You should be able to do that on your own. Skip watching this video altogether and I'm totally fine with that. I'm creating this video for people who need the video. So it says in this lesson, you're going to learn to check out your designs by changing the view and the model using the view cube. This is the view cube over here. Go to the next page. It says learn to look around. While creating lessons, it helps to be able to see your designs from all sides. Let's learn how to change your view. Can you rotate your view to see who's behind the curtain? The view cube, located in the top left of TinkerCAD, will help you with looking around. Instructions. Just drag anywhere in the view cube and you will see how it changes the view. So you click on the view cube and you can move it. And by changing the view cube's orientation, I'm changing my project's orientation at the same time. So other things that you can do is you can press the top corners of the view cube. So you can click on a specific corner. To get a corner view, you can click on a specific side to get that side. If you want to look at it straight from the side, if you want to look at it straight from the corner. So, Then it says, try pressing the top corners of the view cube until you can see who's behind the curtain. So we want to see who's behind the curtain, and do you see who's behind the curtain there? I don't want to say, but he's supposed to be kind of a famous guy. You might be able to tell who that is. Alrighty, continue on to the next step. Learn to zoom. From time to time, it helps to take a closer look at your design. Practice zooming in and out. So if you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, and probably just about all of you do right now, I realize that some of you may be using a laptop that does not have a scroll wheel, So we'll talk about touchpads in a minute. If you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, you can use it for zooming in and out. Zooming in, zooming out, using the mouse on the wheel, If you use a touchpad, you're going to zoom using the gesture that you would normally use in other apps when wanting to zoom. Now I realize that may not be very helpful to you, Because you may not know what that gesture is already, So there are different ways that you do those kinds of things. In some laptops, it's going to be holding down Control and pushing the plus button at the same time. It may be holding down, what is it? I think different shift. It may be holding down Alter and pushing the plus sign on the keyboard. There's a little calculator part of your keyboard, and over there's a plus symbol for addition. So if you hold down the Alter key, it says Alt, and then you push plus, you get to zoom in. If you push minus, the subtract button, you get to zoom out. But that's on my Windows computer, If you're using a Mac or something from home, it may be something different, and I'm not even sure what it would be. But it would be the normal thing that you would normally do in the other apps that you use when you want to zoom on a laptop. And if you are using a laptop from home, ask me, come to school, next time you come to school, or send me a message and ask me, say, if you don't have a mouse, say, Mr. Borges, I don't have a mouse on my laptop. I will help you get a mouse because it's going to really help. It's going to be really difficult for you to do these projects without a mouse. And I've got a few mice. I can lend you one. All right, so let me know about that. Okay, continuing on to the next step. Let's look around faster. Now that you've seen how to rotate using the view cube in the TinkerCAD editor, it's time to try by only using the mouse or touchpad. So we're going to press and hold the right mouse. It's the button you usually don't click that much. So hold the right mouse button while moving, and we move the whole project around. We can rotate the view, we can look around, and we can see things, and use this in combination with zooming in and zooming out. If you want to do this with your touchpad, you may or may not have, depending on your laptop, you may or may not have a way to right-click as you would with a mouse. So you can either press Control and do a normal left click. So by pushing Control and doing a normal left click and drag, you can get that same effect. Or simply doing a left click and drag if you have your touchpad set up to do left clicks. Windows laptop probably is set up to do that. Okay, continuing on to the next step. Congratulations, it throws stars everywhere, whether or not we did it correctly, right? So what you want to do is you want to get to where you can see who that is behind the curtain over there, and then raise your hand. So Mr. Borges comes around, come check it out. Oh yes, you certainly were able to do that. Maybe I'll ask you to show me. Oh, you can zoom, you can change. Okay, great, right? That's the idea. We're just getting the basics. Okay, so that's it for this one. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.